Hello everybody and welcome back to this channel, Zara's Storyblock. I'm so happy to see you again, and today we're going to be reading the last Billie B. Brown book, and then we're moving on to the mystery series. It's very exciting, and this last Billie B. Brown book is called Billie B. Brown, the Extra Special Helper, written and illustrated by Sally Rubin. Let's get reading. Chapter 1. Billie B. Brown has one sun hat, one water bottle, and 14 clipboards. Do you know what the B in Billie B. Brown stands for? Bossy. Billie B. Brown can sometimes be a teensy bit bossy. Like today. For example, Billie and her class are going on an excursion. They are going to the zoo. Do you know why Billie is carrying so many clipboards? So there's Billie with her sun hat, her clipboards, and her water bottle. Miss Walton has asked Billie to be her extra special helper. Billie is helping Miss Walton carry all the clipboards for the excursion. Usually Ella and Tracy get to be Miss Walton's helpers. But today, Miss Walton has chosen Billie. Billie feels very proud. She gets to sit next to Miss Walton on the bus. So there's Billie, and there's Miss Walton right next to her. You can see she has a big smile on her face. You will have to help make sure nobody gets lost today, Billie. Miss Walton says, "It's a very important job." "Of course," says Billie. "Okay, now not so much. Okay, now not so much noise, please," Miss Walton calls out to the boys at the back of the bus. Billie turns around to look at the boys at the back, making lots of noise. Billie waves to Jack. Jack is Billie's best friend. They've been friends since they were babies. Usually, Billie and Jack sit together. But today, Billie is being Miss Walton's extra special helper, so Jack is sitting with the other boys at the back of the bus. The boys are laughing, and Sam is singing a loud song. Billie, sorry for the interruption. When I was bending down, the camera bent down. Funny. Anyway, let's go back. "Billie," Miss Walton says, "can you please go and ask the boys to keep it down?" Billie walks to the back of the bus. "You boys are making too much noise," she says. "Who asks?" asks Sam. "Yeah, who says?" asks Benny. Benny is Sam's best friend. Miss Walton, says Billie. "And she told me to tell you to keep it down." Benny looks at Jack, and Sam looks at Jack. Jack shrugs. "Sorry, Billie," he says. "We'll try to be quieter." "Good," says Billie, and she marches back to the front of the bus. "Thank you, Billie," Miss Walton says. Billie beams. She is like an extra special helper. Chapter 2. When they get to the zoo, Miss Walton tells the class to form two lines. One line is in the front of Miss Walton and the other line is in front of Billie. Miss Walton and Billie hand out the clipboards. Now hold on to your clipboards, please, says Miss Walton. I want them all back at the end of the day. Don't lose the clipboards, Billie says, handing them to Benny, Sam, and Jack. Jack frowns. I won't, he says. I'm just saying, that's all, she says, walking down the line. Now everyone stay together, Miss Walton says. I don't want to lose anyone, okay? Okay, everyone in Billie's class shouts. They are all excited. A day at the zoo is more fun than school. Hey, that's a rhyme. Zoo, school. Just kidding. It's not a rhyme. Great, says Miss Walton. First, we are going to look at some reptiles. I want you to put the animals you see today into two groups, warm-blooded and cold-blooded, okay? Benny puts up his hand. What's warm-blooded and cold-blooded? Miss Walton sighs. Benny, we have been learning about this all term. Don't worry, Miss Walton, Billie says. I'll help Benny. Benny frowns. No thanks, he says. You're already helping Miss Walton. Jack can help me. Sure, says Jack. Jack swings his arm over Benny's shoulder. It's easy. Look. Billie watched as Benny and Jack are talking together. She feels a teensy bit jealous. There is Billie over there. She doesn't look so happy anymore. She's a bit confused. Well, Benny and Jack, on the other hand, they look as happy. Usually, Jack is her partner in class, but then Miss Walton asks Billie to help her hand out pencils, and Billie feels important again. Billie, I need you to walk to the end of the line to make sure no one gets left behind, says Miss Walton. Billie scrunches up her forehead. She doesn't want to walk at the end of the line. She wants to walk in the middle of the line with Jack, or up the front with Miss Walton. But Miss Walton has asked Billie to be her extra special helper, so Billie nods. Okay, she says. Thank you, says Miss Walton. It's very important no one gets lost. The zoo is a very big place. Chapter 3. The class walk into lines to the reptile house. Billie walks at the end of the two lines to make sure nobody gets lost. She has an important job to do. They look at lizards, tortoises, and crocodiles. Billie knows these animals are all cold-blooded. They'd have studied this in class. Billie writes them down on her list. The next they go to look at the monkeys. The monkeys are Billie's favorite. Billie especially loves baby chimpanzees. They are so cheeky. Billie puts monkey under the warm-blooded heading. Too easy. Then Billie looks up at her clipboard. Sam, Benny, and Jack are pulling silly faces at the monkeys. Billie thinks they look very funny. They look like monkeys themselves. She giggles. But then Miss Walton looks over. Come on, boys, she calls. You're holding up the line. Billie marches over to the boys. She had almost forgotten her important job. She has to make sure no one is left behind. Hurry up, she says. Come on, everyone's waiting. You are very bossy today, Billie, says Jack. Billie looks at Jack. He is not making a silly monkey face anymore. He's not even making a happy Jack face. He is making a cross face, and he's making a cross face at Billie. Billie feels jumbled up inside. She wants Jack to be happy with her. Jack is her best friend. But she wants Miss Walton to be happy with her too. She is Miss Walton's extra special helper. Billie doesn't want to let her down. Billie frowns. I'm not bossy. I just have to make sure no one gets lost, she says. She walks behind the boys at the back of the line. If Jack is cross with her, then she is cross with him too. The class walks out of the monkey area along the path to the next stop. They look at the lions, tigers, and long-necked giraffes. They walk through a steamy butterfly room. Billie writes down the animals on her sheet of paper. She knows all the answers. Chapter 4. Soon they come out of the sea. Soon they come to the sea creatures. They go into a dark tunnel underwater. Billie stands in front of the glass. She watches dolphins. They duck and wave and chatter. Billie thinks that they are wonderful. A baby dolphin swims next to its mother, bobbing its head up and down. Billie waves to the baby dolphin, and the baby dolphin opens his mouth into a big smile. Billie wonders, are these dolphins warm-blooded or cold-blooded? She can't remember. Do baby dolphins come out of eggs? She isn't sure. Then she has an idea. She will ask Jack for help. Every time Billie is stuck on a question in class, Jack helps her. And if Jack gets stuck, Billie helps him. That's what best friends do. Billie looks around for Jack, but Jack is nowhere to be seen. In fact, the whole class has gone. She has been left behind. Uh-oh. Billie runs out of the tunnel. She looks to the left. Nobody. She looks to the right. Nobody. Billie is lost. She feels like she's gonna cry. Suddenly, from around the corner, a face appears. The face that has freckles and a big, goofy smile. Do you know who it is? That's right. It's Jack. He comes back for Billie. She has never been so happy to see him. Come on, he jokes. You're holding up everyone. Billie blushes. Sorry for being too bossy before, she says. Thanks for coming back. That's okay, says Jack, holding Billie's hand. I know. You were just trying to help Miss Walton. I'm so worried about everyone getting lost that I got lost myself, says Billie. That's lucky that I noticed you were gone, says Jack. Billie feels lucky to have such a good friend that she has an idea. Hey, will you walk at the back with me? Sure, says Jack, smiling. Then suddenly he frowns. Oh no. What? He asks. She asks. She is worried he maybe have changed his mind. Maybe he doesn't want to walk with her. Your clipboard. Where is it? Jack says. Oh, I must have left it near the dolphins. I'm not very good helper today, am I? She says, I think I need my own extra special helper. Jack laughs. Come on, let's go and get your clipboard before we're both lost. You're very bossy today, Jack, says Billie, but she is smiling. They both run back and turn to find the clipboard. Then they run as fast as they can to join the end of the line again. And do you know what? They are so fast that no one even noticed they were gone. And there's a picture of Billie and Jack with big smiles on their face. And that's the end of the story. So I hope you enjoyed all the Billie B. Brown books that I've read. And this is the last series. But I have another Billie B. Brown collection. And also, it's a mystery. And also, I have another surprise waiting for you. See? All the mystery books. The whole collection. And I'll be reading this later. And also, I have another surprise waiting for you. I have another surprise just for all of you. See? Look, I have some more series. And can you guess who it is? That's right, it's Jack. I have series about Billie's best friend, and I will soon read that later. And I hope you enjoyed today's last Billie B. Brown book. And if you want to listen to more of my stories and get started with the mystery series and the Hey Jack series, please hit the huge like and subscribe button. Bye!